Living In has been established for busy people who expect first-class service. So give them a call and they'll find a property that meets your needs.
This week, Gold Coast for Sale's very own roving reporter Jess Williams has been busy on the coast finding out what's involved in getting a pest inspection.
One of the most important things to do when buying a property is to get a pest inspection. The results can mean the difference between buying that property or walking away from it. Let's go find out what's involved in getting a pest inspection. So Luke, how important are pest inspections?
They're essential, especially on the Gold Coast. Termites are absolutely everywhere. You know, just foraging around underneath the ground looking for food and moisture. Our business will conduct inspections all day, every day. And without building a pest inspection, how would you really know that you're not buying a property that could have thousands of dollars of damage inside?
What are some of the things that we can look for when buying or selling our houses?
Well, as I inspect the property, I'm just like keeping an eye on the weep holes, for example. Pretty much all brick veneer properties built in this age will have a weep hole in them. And if you actually cover these weep holes up, it's just giving the termite an extra access, which is an easy access to climb straight up to the wall and in. If you cover these with gardens, you're actually encouraging the termite and actually giving them access without being able to see them.
So it's important to keep garden beds well away from the weep holes?
100% right.
My goodness, Luke, I see these all the time.
These are actually termites. It's actually in the late. It's part of the reproductive of the actual termites.
Wow.
So the wings, you'll see these termites flying around pretty much every day throughout the summer, especially at night time. When you're driving down the road and you see all the bugs flying around the actual light poles, you'll find that 80% of those will be elates. Well, there's definitely a big chance that the nest is probably very close by. Because what's happening, they'll form a nest and these termites, the elates, will fly out throughout the summertime to start new colonies.
So Luke, is there anything that buyers can look for themselves when they're inspecting a property?
They can. It's conducive conditions, things that are going to actually increase the likelihood of termites coming closer to the property. For example, if you look over here, you've got the garden bed, you've got plant material, you've got mulch, you're going to have moisture for watering the plants, you've got the tap. Great example, that's going to release moisture against the property, water, which is going to increase the termites' chances of coming closer, because that's what they're looking for. Another great example is the stump over here. Great food source for the termites.
Right.
So they will come closer to the property looking for things like this.
So if you see stumps on a property that you're looking at, it's worthwhile getting those checked out?
Oh, definitely, because we could inspect this stump now and may not find deep down that there are actually live termites built in underneath there. This is an example here of a nest that's actually built up, or a potential nest starting to build up inside a wall cavity. Example would be inside this framing.
So this is the nest that you'd actually find.
Yeah, when you pull the wall
foundation
sheeting
of
off
the
your house, you can find these this mudding built up inside the wall cavity, which is quite scary, because you will find, if you find this inside that wall cavity, these timbers will be like paper.
So how do you protect your house from termites getting in?
There's a few options. During construction, if you're building a property, there's a lot of systems out. This is a brick veneer home, for example. Here's all your bricks. This is exactly where the termite physical barrier sits. This is what we're protecting, the framing. So when termites travel up through the cavity, they come up, hit the product, and what it does is prevent them continually coming through the bricks or up through here and eating your timber, and forces the termite out of the building. But it does not stop termites. If you're not physically walking around your property and keeping an eye on this visual zone, termites can get in and damage your property.
So maintenance, lots of regular checks.
Yes, definitely every 12 months. I recommend more of a 6-monthly inspection, and some of the standards do recommend that. From there we go into an existing property, which there's alternative solutions. You can put a chemical barrier around the property. This is a refilling system that can be pushed in around the soil areas of your property and refilled every 2 to 5, 8 years time, depending on the life expectancy of the chemical. Another solution, which is a termite baiting system. They're placed randomly around the property, normally every 3 metres apart, okay, into the ground, and they have timber inside them. Does bring the termites into the station. These are regularly checked every month or every 2 months. When you find the termites, then we put a bait inside the actual station. The termites will start feeding on that, and then we can eradicate the colony.
Right.
So there's none of these solutions will ever stop termites. It's called termite management for a reason. It's not termite control anymore, it's not pest control anymore, it's termite management and pest management, because you need to manage the pests. We cannot eliminate, completely stop them.
So this is what the pest report looks like. Now Luke's been over every square inch of this house. If there's something you need to know, it's in here. A few tips, read through every page. If you've got any questions, give him a call. And it also helps to be on site while the inspection's being done. A mere $200 or so for a pest report, but it could potentially save you thousands.